6 or 7 times, but it hadn't been recorded but by a major artist that can really bring it home, except possibly Taylor Hicks. He'll probably be listed as a single eventually, but you know, it's there's the danger once it's been recorded by Joe Blow from Kokomo. It's like it gets out there, then whoever else can record it again. And so some local dude from Dallas might record that song, and then George Strait's getting ready to cut his next record, and he's riding down the road and he's considering this song, and he hears a really shitty version of the song on the radio, and he thinks, oh God, it's going to make me look like I copied Joe Blow from Kokomo's cut of this song. And so all of a sudden your song has been devalued by having somebody record it that's not very good. So there are instances when someone will want to record a song, and I've turned down license requests from people. I've turned down license requests for movies that I didn't like the director and I didn't want my song in the movie.
What about the
commercials as well? I'm interested in selling those. What you're talking about.
What about the songwriters that put out their own CD? How do they get around that being considered like a first release, or is it considered a first release?
It is considered a first release.
What is it about the
So they're giving up a license?
Any kind of independent, if it's your song, then you give yourself a license to put it out. And but if it's a song by somebody else that's never been released before, then you have to obtain a license from them to have that first release.
How often do you go from writing a song in your bedroom to having it demoed to an artist recording it, hearing it on the radio or on a CD for the first time, and they've made any significant changes to the work? Because
change the song.
Like from the way that you originally composed and how you hear it in your head versus any structural changes or melodic changes, or you just hear it and you just go, that's not even close to what I was thinking when I wrote it. Like going through all the channels from inception to demo to production. I mean, because you have so many different, you have a producer influencing it, you have an artist influencing it, you have the session players influencing it, the record execs, beating down influencing it. So just wondering, how often does it happen that you write a song and it just kind of gets morphs into something else, that you didn't?
It's happened many times. A really good example is I have a song called "The Power of Love," recorded by Charlie Pride. At the time, this was like '85 or so. At the time, you would want a record on Lee Greenwood, Kenny Rogers, maybe Dan Seal, somebody. But Charlie Pride was considered at that point, it's kind of over the hill, been there, done that. I wasn't really interested in Charlie Pride. Well, I turned this song in. The day after I turned in the demo, my publisher comes to me and said, I got your song cut. Charlie Pride. I go, Charlie Pride, don't we want Kenny Rogers cut on that? Or Lee Greenwood? I'm not a Lee Greenwood fan, but it's like, he was selling all the records. So, I said, shouldn't we shoot a little higher? He said, well, Pride's cutting next week, bird in the hand. So, on my demo, the bass player played a little active kind of intro thing. Well, when Charlie cut it, the bass player on the session, he's a great bass player, he heard that kind of active thing. Well, he played a really active thing, kind of thing for the intro of the song. Charlie listened to my demo, which I sang the demo. He listened to it, and then he kind of sang his own melody as they were cutting the track. His scratch vocal was miles away from my original melody. And so when Charlie came in to do his final vocal, he never listened to my demo again with the melody that I crafted to be exactly. I really tried to write what I thought was a really good melody, and there was a reason behind every note of the melody. And it was completely annihilated Charlie's version. And so he recorded it. It was the title of his next record. It was the first single from his record. And it started going up the charts. And damn, it wasn't the #1 record. I started liking Charlie's version. And it got into the top 5. But if you could see the picture, I got a little plaque. You know, you get at the awards ceremony, you get a plaque for you know, your song being #1 record. So in my picture, I'm going because my publisher, as the picture was being taken, he dug his hand into my ribs and says, "Not so bad now, is it, Nicholson?" And I went, you know. Because I visited him the whole time. Yes.
What was the name of that song again?
The Power of Love. It goes like this. It's like, which version is it?
Yeah.
Chorus goes, don't underestimate the power of love. You never down so low that it can't lift you up. Don't underestimate what it can do. I'm living proof of the power of love. Yeah.
Okay, so